So what is a skeleton watch? A skeleton watch is a watch whose movement has its bridges and plates completely reworked and open, so you can actually see the movement of the wheels in the watch itself. Skeletonized watches sort of express a traditional watchmaking point of view. In the way that they're executed, most of them are done by hand because you have in the corners that can't be done with a machine, so it brings back a true craftsmanship to the watch. So, let's take a closer look at these 4 fantastic watches we have here that express different types of skeletonized movements. We start off with this beautiful Piaget polo skeleton. As you can see here, it took Piaget quite a bit of work. It took 2 areas of expertise that Piaget is very good at, ultrafilm cases and the actual open work dial and movement. What's interesting is that they had to do a complete new case for this model, being a classical in the collection from Piaget. I find that quite interesting. The work on the actual movement itself, as you can see, all the inner corners you have here have to be done by hand. It also expresses huge craftsmanship from their behalf. A beautiful watch indeed. The next watch we have here is from Ulysse Nardin. It's quite a bold statement from their behalf. It's a merging of 2 different worlds, the diver's watch with the skeletonized movement, something that's quite interesting from Ulysse Nardin. As you can see, the design is quite specific as well with the necks in the movement. It's not actually a movement that's been opened up, but it was a movement that was designed as such, so that makes it a big difference with a lot of different skeletonized movements as well. As you can see, quite sporty. I think it's something that Ulysse Nardin are known for, a clear statement that watchmaking can be contemporary, and I think they've done a very, very nice job on this model indeed. So our third watch is from the manufacturer Girard-Perregaux. They come to us with this beautiful Laureato in a limited edition version. It's called Earth to Sky. The beautiful finish on the movement, which is blued, really lets you see the finishing of the actual patterns. You can see that the inner angles are done by hand, something that really is a nod to traditional watchmaking, but in again a modern point of view. The open work dial really lets you see the open heart you have here on the top, giving a certain life and emotion to the watch you wouldn't have otherwise. And we finish with this beautiful and unmistakable Roger Dubuis. So this watch bears 2 signatures that are very distinctive to Roger Dubuis, the flying tourbillon and the skeletonized movement. Again, with this movement, the main difference with a lot of other brands is that Roger Dubuis conceived the movements to actually be skeletonized from the beginning, so it leaves you with something that's completely transparent. There's no metal that's unnecessary for the working of the movement. It's also Poinçon de Genève, so it takes quite a lot of time just to get the Poinçon de Genève, but all in all, this watch you have around about 700 hours of work. So it is quite impressive when you look at it. So if you're into traditional watchmaking or into skeletonized movements, I think these 4 models are definitely the ones you should have on your radar, and it'd be interesting to see what the future holds into skeletonized movement.